Greetings and salutations. I'm the Raven, and joining me is StarprincessHLC. Hello.
Hello.
If you said something, you didn't come through.
What a bitch.
See, I heard that.
Yeah.
Figures.
Technical problems are occurring. And we also have Sarot.
Hi.
So yes, this is take 2. Because technical problems happened the first time round and I forgot to pause the game. And this game works on real time.
Yeah, the game has a timer in it. If you do nothing long enough, you can just lose the game by standing out on the front lawn.
So, yes, we've done data tentacle one with certain... I admit there's some sort of reluctance to doing this, but what the hey, it's a challenge. We might as well do where it all began. So, we have Dave. His girlfriend's been kidnapped. That's the most interesting thing about him. We then have Bernard,
we can talk a little. We can give you the rundown of each of these characters. That it's not going to matter a whole lot who you pick. In this version of the game, you pick generic Dave over there, who has no unique skills whatsoever, but he is the boyfriend of the kidnapped girl, so he's coming along and leads the mission. Next to him is Sid. Sid can play the piano. That's his main thing. Next to him is Michael. Michael can actually develop film. Next to Michael is Wendy, who is actually a writer and can do things associated with writing. Next to her is Bernard. Bernard's main thing is he's a huge nerd, so he can fix the radio and the telephone. Which you may wonder, why do we care about fixing things? You'll see. Next to him is Razor. Razor is basically a carbon copy of Sid for all intents and purposes, and can actually play the piano as well. And next to her is Jeff. Jeff's main ability is to fix the telephone. Yeah. Jeff is a less useful Bernard.
Because Bernard's one of the main characters from Data Tentacle, to preserve the canon timeline, we are taking Bernard. And we're taking Razor because.
Now keep in mind, it's been a very long time since I touched the game, and I think I'm the only one who's played it all the way through. So we're in very guy dang it moments here.
Yep. So away we go. It's also a note that I'm trying out a different recording setup this time. And discovering, oh yeah, I still can't share sound via Discord on my Windows 11 machine. It's an old game with no voice acting. It's not a problem.
The music's not terrible though.
Grapes, and sweeps.
As long as we don't get the sounds that most early computer games had. I remember those days.
Probably a bit before my time, but it's I also had an Amstrad in the day, so it's like when it's playing from the tapes. He did ask.
but thou must.
Yes.
So yeah, with Bernard and with Razor, you've actually got quite a few options in how you want to deal with all the various things all the various little puzzles and things you're going to have to do to get through the game.
This is I do have. Well, for anyone who's following the channel, I do have experience with the Scum engine. It's just this time being a very early version of it. You basically need to confirm your actions as opposed to just completing it.
Also, yeah, get Razor over there too.
Razor, who looks like she's just come from a band show, a concert even.
Now, the thing about leaving any of the trio here just randomly in the mansion, the denizens of the mansion do actually walk around, and every now and then, if they run into a kid, you will get shunted to a cutscene where you see that kid get hauled off to the dungeon. Getting hauled off to the dungeon is not as bad in this game as you might assume, but you will need a second kid hauled off to the dungeon just to free them. But for a while, you're going to have one kid stuck in the dungeon no matter what.
And that kid's gonna be Dave.
Yep, because Dave can do absolutely nothing else in this game, really. Nothing special, anyway.
Speaking of which.
Yep.
Hey there.
Do not collect $200.
They're tall.
And in case you can't figure it out, that because it takes a little while for it to actually be proven in game, yeah, the door she was yelling at for help is that door right there.
Wow.
Secret lab. Secret lab.
You kind of need a toolkit, I think, first. Or at least tools.
How can the staircase be out of order?
Go back in that room, click what is, and then hover around.
His door. What is lamp?
There should be a switch.
Pixel hunting in the dark. Yay.
Yeah. Maybe it's not this room. Yeah, I guess it's not this room in particular. Okay, you see the gargoyles?
Them?
Push it. I think on the stair, actually.
Oh, them.
Push the right gargoyle. Now this is where you have to kind of be kind of careful. Use your what is. And there's going to be a few things you need to be careful about in here. And try turn on light switch. Turn on did not work, really.
Turn on did not work.
Use?
Okay.
You need to go back to what is.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Now, there may be slime here we've got to watch out for.
Looks useful.
You can't do much with the fuse box at the moment here. I think you need to go back to the main room. Okay, so now you're going to need somebody outside. Because there will be mail coming by. So just kind of the mail will either be in the mailbox or it will be at the front door, one of the two of them. So just kind of leave her hanging out here for now. And now try to go through that room we were going through earlier. So I think by turning on that light switch, it may have activated the lights in that room. No, okay, go back to the other room. The one with the radio in it. So you can open up that radio.
Okay, that's just static.
With open. Yeah. And you can grab the little vacuum tube in there. And there's a cabinet that you can also open up and take a look at what's inside. A cassette player. Okay. So now go to the dark room over there.
Seriously.
At least we glow in the dark, apparently.
You're going to have to use what is to get the lamp back. Yeah, I think
awkward.
part of it is you have to be standing in close to the right position to make that work. Because I don't think you can turn on the lamp from across the room. I think that's what the game's going for here.
Yeah.
Now, there are a couple of things here. One, kind of look around and find a loose panel near the phone. You may have to use what is. So I think it's in the wall right below the books.
Ooh.
For some reason, they hit a cassette tape in an alcove there. I don't know why. I'm not about to ask them because, so go ahead and save your game. I think you've done just about all you need to in here for this exact moment.
Hut.
So now, okay, where's the grandfather clock? Okay. So now you need to go into the kitchen, which is that door right there. Just advance carefully so we don't run into Edna making her midnight snacky runs there. There's a flashlight somewhere on the counter in here, I believe.
Yes, there is.
I don't think it has batteries. We will have to deal with the batteries soon enough. But you can go ahead and empty out the fridge.
Steal the cheese before Carl can.
You seriously think Carl would risk this place for cheese?
I don't know.
Okay, now I think you need to keep going east.
Also not in chainsaw.
Chainsaw, yes. I didn't catch what he actually said.
That he's just hungry.
So yeah, he's headed to the kitchen. Sadly, there's actually going to be nothing left for him.
Oh, what rude person would have done that?
So let's see. There are a couple of things you're going to want to pick up off this shelf. The fruit drinks, you're definitely going to want those. You are going to want the glass jar. And you're going to want to try to grab that developer fluid. Unfortunately, it breaks. And all the developer fluid is now seeping through that grate. That is a puzzle we will deal with later.
Oh,
Or not, because we don't really have the person we need to deal with that. But we do need the silver key for that door.